Berlin. Think about it. 2 world wars, a city divided for decades, and several systems of government, all in the past 100 years. Is there any other European city where the recent past shines a light so far into the future?
The wall represented the divide between East and West. For the people on the eastern side, it was evil because it was the limits of their prison.
We got word that a section of the wall was about to be pulled down and that we were to go there and cover it. Quickly, word got out, and there were maybe 3,000 to 4,000 to 5,000 people on the West German side, dancing, singing, drinking champagne. It was like no party you've ever been to. And from the East German side of the wall, this arm of a crane came and appeared over the wall, and the crowd burst into the loudest cheering I've ever heard, and suddenly the wall cracked open, and looking into the communist side of the wall, you could see there was a group of East German workers dressed in their very plain sort of worker uniforms. For them, this was the first time they'd seen the West, and it was like they'd arrived in the land of Oz. I'll never forget the look on their face.
Roland was a border guard. For 4 years, he patrolled the Berlin Wall. He had a license to kill his fellow East German citizens if they tried to escape. Roland is part of Berlin's past. Lara is 4. She's only ever known freedom and democracy. She is part of Berlin's future. As the pair stroll hand in hand along one of the last remaining stretches of the wall, memories are handed down. This is a city that may have moved on and has certainly not forgotten. This memorial, the old Stasi prison, is one of many here that remind people why things had to change.
At first, you have to know where you come from to realize your future. And secondly, Germany experienced 2 dictatorships. Therefore, we have a lot of experiences how it worked. We would like to inform especially the young generation that these mistakes aren't made again. It's very important not to forget what was before, to realize how important democracy is, because human beings want freedom.
Today, the need to remember still echoes around Berlin. Alexandra Hildebrand runs the Checkpoint Charlie Museum, named after the famous crossing point on the Berlin Wall.
We try to tell the people, careful, this can happen again.
There are many people in the world who really don't understand, or say they don't, what is the great issue between the free world and the communist world. Let them come to Berlin. There are some who say that communism is the wave of the future. Let them come to Berlin. And there are even a few who say that it's true that communism is an evil system, but it permits us to make economic progress. Lass sie nach Berlin kommen. Let them come. All free men, wherever they may live, are citizens of Berlin. And therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
Und von dem Herrn Regierenden Bürgermeister von Berlin und Frau Dietgen.
Today I say, as long as this gate is closed, as long as this scar of a wall is permitted to stand, it is not the German question alone that remains open, but the question of freedom for all mankind. General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.